Flag on the play, and it's holding on Lebanon, but Joe Gardner fell on the football on the 5-yard line. The flag is on the 16, and the penalty should take it back to the 26. So another fumble.
Bruce, I saw what happened on that one. White County's Mark Savage comes in with a hand right at the last second and knocks it out of Montoya's hands. Joe Gardner right on the spot to recover it for the Blue Devils. Regardless, the penalty against the Blue Devils. And Terry, what about the numbers on those penalties?
That was only Lebanon's second penalty of the night, Tommy. 2 penalties, 20 yards.
So Lebanon got a holding penalty, and the second one they've had. 3:50 to go. A lot of fumbles, a lot of mistakes in this football game. Triplett's a quarterback, calling signals. Runs the reverse to Bentley, 25-20, knocked down on the 19, and he spins and turns as he tries to get more, but he's on the 19 as we run the reverse. And Allen goes from the 26 to the 19 and got 7. And it'll be second down and about 13 yards to go.
Reggie Corley has replaced Crutchfield as the tailback for the Blue Devils. Reggie, the starter last year, and for the first 2 football games of this year, Reggie, 800 yards rushing last season.
Triplett brings him up. Tim Hicks over the ball. 2nd and 13, back to pass. Quick screen to Corley. He caught it, trying to get outside, cuts back in and got knocked down on the 17. Excellent play by 2 defenders over there for White County. They knock him down on the 17. I believe they'll spot it. He picked up a couple of yards, and that's it, where it's 3rd down and 11. They run the quick screen out to Tracy Corley, and Tracy cut in right into somebody and got 2. 3rd down, 11. Lebanon's on White County's 17-yard line. With a slot left, and Alan Bentley's a slot back. DeMont Stone's a split end. Sparta almost jumped off sides. Long count, no play, timeout Lebanon. Timeout on the field, 2:23 to play in the half. We'll take the 30-second break, and we'll be back.
County with 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first half. Terry Stafford, a bunch of turnovers tonight.
Lebanon's put the ball on the ground 5 different times already in the ball game. They've lost 3 of those. White County, 2 interceptions, a fumble of their own, 6 turnovers, and we're still in the first half.
Lebanon with a 3rd and 11. Triplett brings them to the line of scrimmage. DeMond Stone wide out here to the right. They back off of him 7 or 8 yards. Back to pass, Triplett looking, screen. Wide open, nobody there, incomplete. The screen was set pretty good. Reggie Corder may have been the intended receiver, but he didn't get down there. Pass incomplete, 4th down, 11.
Bruce, the blocking had developed on that. I don't know if Greg threw to the wrong place or if Reggie had gone to the wrong place. Funny looking play, and Triplett just threw it away to avoid taking the big loss. 4th down and long, and Coach Medley going to burn his last timeout of the first half. 14-0, Lebanon leads with 2:17 to play in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds. If you're listening live on WFMQ, can be seen Saturday morning at 9 o'clock on Lebanon Cablevision 3. And this reminder that a Lebanon High freshman football game with Shelbyville will be broadcast on Thursday night of next week. That is a tape delay of a football game that's going to be played on Tuesday night. The freshmen having to move the game up because of parent-teacher meetings. Parent-teacher meeting set for next week, and Lebanon's freshmen will play on Tuesday.
4th down, 11. Corley wide. We run a trap straight up the middle, and he got close to a first down. He may be a yard short. We run a trap straight up the middle and give it to Marlowe, and Marlowe got close to a first down. But did he get there? I don't know. They may bring the chains in and measure. Check the chains. Terry, what do you think?
I think he's going to be a little bit short, Bruce. It looks like he got between the 6 and the 7. He needed to get down to the 6.
And you're exactly right. He's about 6 inches short. Sparta takes over.
Eagle Eye Stafford. No binoculars on that one, folks. Terry had that one all the way.
So he picked up about 10 and a half. He needed 11. As we run a trap straight up the middle, we spread them out, and we needed a half a yard. So now there's 2:06. We don't have any timeouts. Let's see if Sparta is going to just run this clock out, or if they're going to try to drive the thing 94 yards. Right now they look like they're in a position just to take a knee, and that's what they do, run a quarterback sneak. They're going to be satisfied with 14-0, I believe. Lebanon's used all of their timeouts. Quarterback sneak will get them up to about the 8, I believe, as they unstack them, and 50 is hurt again as he gets up slowly. 125. I think Sparta can probably run this half out. It's 2nd down and 8 yards to go as the clock is winding down to 1:16. Split backs. Take it, run across. And Frazier will get hit on the 10 and get knocked down around the 10. Picked up a couple of more. And it's 3rd down and about 6 with exactly 60 seconds to play in the first half. Lebanon with no timeouts. I doubt if Lebanon's coaching staff's going to be very satisfied with this first half performance, Tommy Bryant.
14-0 lead, and we haven't played very well offensively. We have laid the football on the ground. We have made some bad plays, and I believe it could get a little hot and heavy in there at halftime as Mark Medley and the coaching staff will probably try to get the attention of this football team.
Sparta will take a delay of game. Will cost them 5 yards, but right now they're not concerned with that, I don't think, because they're going to run one more play, and I'm sure they'll just kneel down as they get penalized from the 10 back to the 5. The clock will start on the snap. It's 3rd down and about 12 yards to go for a first down. Sparta will just have to take one more snap and kneel down on it, and the half will be over. So it's going to be 14-0 unless Sparta turns this football over on the snap. Let's see. Frazier's up to the line and calls signals and takes it. And he runs a dive play and gives it to his running back, who gets up to the 9. That's Sims. And this first half will probably end right there. He gained 4 to the 9 with the clock winding down to 10 seconds. And I don't think Sparta will be, I don't think they'll run another play. They will not. There's the end of the first half. The score: Lebanon 14, White County 0. We'll take 3 minutes, and we'll be back.
It's halftime, and our guest will be the football managers for the Lebanon High football team, a group of guys that sometimes go unnoticed, and they really do a lot of work. Brent Wills is with us, and Brent, your position, I guess, is kind of unique because you're out of high school now. You're in college and coming back and spending time with the team.
Yes, sir, that's right. I've got my schedule worked out at college where I've got the afternoons off, so I can come back up here in the afternoons and at practices, and Friday nights, of course, I'm here and help them out and basically whatever needs to be done.
I saw before we got this piece started that you're inside struggling with a helmet. Just during the week, there's all kinds of things that a manager can be doing.
Yes, sir, there is. Of course, during the week, all the equipment breaks, but I think it breaks even more on Friday nights. But there's a lot more work to be done basically overall during the week because, of course, it's every day, get the equipment out, put it back in, and take care of the players out there in practice. Whereas on Friday night, most of our work is done either before the game or after the game.
Well, Brent, we appreciate you coming back and helping, and that's got to be a great boost for the guys that are here as managers, having somebody with your kind of experience come back and help.
Well, I don't know. I hope it is. The thing is, if I mess up, they'll mess up too. So I think I'm pushed more this year to do my best rather than I was these past few years.
Okay, Brent, thank you. Jason Parkinson, we've got Jason here also. Jason, tell us a little bit about your duties on Friday nights. What are you doing on Fridays?
I'm in charge of the chicken tees and the extra point and the kickoff after they score a touchdown, and I gotta get them off the field in time for them to do it.
That's a lot of responsibility. I guess just any time you could get the call for those kicking tees. Are you able to keep them with you, or have you got a place on the sideline where you leave those things?
I keep them with me most of the time.
And I guess the players have come to count on that sort of sort of thing. They don't have to worry about scouting that stuff up because you've got it.
That's right. I'm proud for the coaches for letting me do this sport.
Okay, Jason. And besides, just even though you are a Braves fan, we do appreciate your help.
Thank you.
And folks, off of his sick bed, Rusty Johnson, one of the all-time favorites here. Rusty, you were sicker than a dog this week.
Yes, sir, I was. I had inner ear all this week, and I just got out of the hospital bed Thursday afternoon about 1:30.
And I see you're here, and I know that wind blowing around can't be much help for you.
It's not, but that's okay. I'm here. That's all that counts.
Friday night, your job is what?
To carry the balls out, but this Friday I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to dry them this week.
Okay. Rusty, we were worried about you there, and we understand that they did a lot of tests on you, but it was just an inner ear problem, right?
Yes, sir, it was.
Rusty's you've been doing this for how long now?
It's my 4th year, I believe.
And so missing running out on the field is going to be just like, I guess, a player missing a ball game.
Yes, sir, it will be. I guess I'll get over it, though.
Okay. Rusty, thank you. And we've got a couple of other managers that aren't here right now. Those guys, and a little bit about what they do.
Jason Oxford, he helps me with the balls. He will be the one that runs them out this week. He usually drives them, but he's going to run them out for me this week. And I don't know if we have any other managers.
Okay, that's it. Jason would be the 4th one. Okay. Rusty, hope you get to feeling better, pal.
Thanks.
That's it for the halftime segment. We'll be back with more play-by-play. Game deferred their decision. They will